Hi guys, it's Darren here for Utopian Games. I've just put my iPhone running Wild Game through the GSProjectResizer, excuse me, and it's gave me this wonderful iPad version. Now it wasn't perfect, I must admit. I had to go in and change a few things, but it's done exactly what it says on the tin. It's changed all my actors and my actor sizes, my actor positions, and it's absolutely perfect. Now you can see I've had to go in and change a few things because it didn't quite catch some of these constraint attributes. I've had to change them. I've had to change the height of the character for the Victra, but it's done, like I've said, probably about 95% of everything. It's done exactly what it says on the tin, resizing and rescaling, repositioning your actors. It's even done, let me just show you quickly level 1. I had the enable even size scaling set when I put this through the resizer, and it's even done that for me, so everything's working perfectly. But there are a few little bits that I will have to do to get this. Now look at these circles, guys, they're absolutely perfect. Now what that does, you've got an option in the resizer. If you've got an actor the same size and width, it could be a menu box like this, or it could be a circle like this. It'll bring them in exactly this perfect ratio. And you can see it's set all my actors and everything out in perfect harmony. And I'm just going to quickly play level 1 for you just to prove everything's working fine. Now we've got a run button here, everything works, I'm touching things. We could go back to the menu if we want, but I don't want to. Running again, quickly get to the end, and should change my actor into my sprite into a victory. Got a perfect sign there, and we'll go back to the menu. You can see we've got 10 stars there. Now let me just show you level 4 because I've not worked on that one yet, and I'll show you just a few little things I had to do to get this working. Absolutely perfect, and like I've said, it takes out 90% of the work at least. Wayne's going to be posting a couple of videos. One, it does a perfect conversion. The other one, it does a near perfect conversion. Now this is level 4, should I say? And I'm just going to quickly show you what I had to do, like I've said, just to get it absolutely perfect. Because it doesn't change some of the numbers. Like I've got an attribute, a game attribute speed. It didn't change that for me, so I had to go in and change that. You can see at the top here, I've got a controller. For each level, this is different because I've got different saves in it, you see. I've got loads and bonuses and stars, etc. and different types of music for each level. Everything has come through perfect. Game speed is 120 now. That's the iPhone version, so that hasn't changed. So I'm just going to put that up to 200. Now, when game animation victory is true, basically when I get to the end of the level, I'm spawning an actor perfect. Now I coded this a while back. I wouldn't actually do this way now, but I'm sure the iPad can handle a bit of spawning. So what I'm going to do, that's the old iPhone numbers there, you see, it hasn't changed those. Now I know that the iPhone size, the iPad size is 1024. I want that in the middle, so that's 512. 200 on the iPhone would bring it just above centre because it's 320 high for the landscape iPhone, but on the iPad I want this bang in the middle, and I know that's 384, so I'm just going to change that. Also I've got a restart button, and like I've said, they're all different as well. Now that's too high, but that's my fault, that's my code that's driven that up there. That should be down here, out of the way, and only become visible when you die. Now I'm just going to click in there, and tell you the reasons why. You can see here we've got to change the speed again, no bigger. Everything else has come through properly. The Y position to 86. Now this is why it's not actually being off the screen at the start, because I've got code in it to tell it to change position when I die, or if I'm alive, then leave it where it is. That's why it's not come in properly. But you can see I've not got to change any code there because that's correct. All I've got to change is the X position. Because I've moved it, it did it actually perfect, but because I've just been messing around with it, I know that I've got to change that to 512. Whoops, 512. And I'll just go back just to prove it all works. So you can see very, very minimal changes, and this is probably the worst scenario you're going to get with a game like Running Wild. I've got over 50 levels. You can see everything's working. Got the jump there, that's working. Bonus stars. I'm just going to jump over here again. Run over here again, sorry. Kill the bomb, collect the last bonus stars, get the star, go to the end, got a perfect. Back to menu. Now you will see one other small problem is the number there, the number 4. So I'm going to go back in there, and again it's my own code, it's my own fault this has happened. So I'm going to go to the level select screen, the world map, and what it's not done is it's not changed my sprite size. Basically, when I get above 9, these are all custom fonts. When I get above 9, it just changes it for a sprite with a number 10 on it. So it's going to go into there. You can see self size width 32 by 32, so it's not actually found that number. So I'm just going to bang that up, 64, 64, change it for the sprite 10. I've not changed any artwork. This is all the iPhone artwork, by the way. I've not had to make any more artwork for it. The artwork for the iPhone was Retina anyway, as you iPhone 4 users would probably have found out when they bought the game. But I'm just going to go back in and show you that level 4 works now. Whoops, it's gone a bit of bugger. That's just Game Salad, guys. It does that now and again, as I'm sure you're aware. A bit frustrating, but there you go. So we're going to do level 4 again, quickly run through. Do you think there'll be a cup of tea at the end? I certainly hope so. And just going to run across here. Get all the stars, kill the bomb, bang bang bang, 10 stars, 10 bonus stars, got a perfect. Back to menu, and you can see now it's completely fixed. So like I've said, this game would have taken me months and months to make on the iPad. I wouldn't have even contemplated making this game for the iPad. But now, thanks to the fantastic GSProjectResizer, it's now seeing the light of day, and it won't take me long to go through those levels and just change a few attributes, change a few numbers. And finally, at last, I'm going to get Bumps and Running Wild out on the iPad. Minimal of fuss. Like I've said, it takes all the hard work out of you by changing all the actor sizes and positions, and you can just see by this secret game at the end here the nightmare I would have had if I would have had to manually change the size of all these actors and jot down the positions and then change the positions. Not only would it be a complete head you know what, but it would just take me absolutely ages. And there you go, everything's in perfect position because I've used the intelligent rescaler, the even size scaling. All my squares and circles are in exact proportions. Absolutely fantastic, guys. Like I've said, I'm going to be plodding on with the iPhone version, the iPad version of Running Wild, and the iPad version of Bumps very shortly. And fantastic to bring you this, and we're really pleased. Whoops, I've just got someone wanting me on Skype. And like I've said, I'm going to close this down now. Fantastic piece of kit, does exactly what it says on the tin, and then some. And like I've said, for Running Wild, it won't take me more than a day to get this out on the iPad, and I'll speak to you soon.